Welcome to AG Chelsea TV. In today's video I'll take a look at the latest Chelsea news. All information is collected from the most reliable sources. Subscribe and turn on the notifications to support me. Inter Milan to make new bid for Romelu Lukaku. Chelsea paid Inter a then club record £97 million to bring Lukaku back to Stamford Bridge in 2021, but his homecoming has been a disaster both on and off the pitch. The striker scored just 8 Premier League goals for the Blues and enraged fans by publicly stating his desire to return to the San Siro just months after the transfer. He got his wish last season, returning to the Serie A giants on loan, and now he and the club want to make the move permanent, even with Mauricio Pochettino insisting that Lukaku will be back for pre-season training. Chelsea have been attempting to create a three-club bidding war between Inter, Juventus, and Saudi Arabian side Al Hilal. According to reports in Illinois Corriere dello Sport, Juventus are also interested in the striker, but are not happy with the Blues' conduct. They claim that Chelsea told Inter about the old lady's interest with a view to driving him up his price tag, much to the annoyance of Juve. Juventus are keen, but unwilling to meet the £40 million valuation, while Lukaku has rejected an offer from Al Hilal, who have already signed from the Blues this summer. But the 30-year-old's dream move is currently on hold after Chelsea rejected Inter's opening offer of £23 million that was made at the end of last week. However, the Telegraph report that Simone Inzaghi's side will make a new offer worth £35 million including bonuses this week and hope that they will be enough for the Blues. New Chelsea signing Ish Samuel Smith reveals shock after £4 million transfer completed. New Chelsea signing Ish Samuel Smith has admitted his shock after completing a swift transfer to Stamford Bridge this weekend. The teenage left-back officially became the latest new recruit in Chelsea's committed youth drive on Saturday, joining from Premier League rivals Everton in a deal believed to be worth £4 million. New Chelsea signing Ish Samuel Smith has admitted his shock after completing a swift transfer to Stamford Bridge this weekend. The teenage left-back officially became the latest new recruit in Chelsea's committed youth drive on Saturday, joining from Premier League rivals Everton in a deal believed to be worth £4 million. After signing on the dotted line, Samuel Smith spoke of his shock and pride at joining such a high-profile club as he stated his ambition to rise quickly through the ranks. "It was a shock to me because it all happened quickly, but I'm really glad to be here," he told Chelsea's official website. "It's going to be a good experience coming into such a big club. It will be a new challenge because there are top players here, so I am going to have to adapt quickly and get through the levels." Jose Mourinho responds to Chelsea transfer link with Paulo Dybala. Earlier this week, reports in Italy claimed that Chelsea are interested in signing Dybala before the start of the new season in order to boost Mauricio Pochettino's attacking options. Pochettino is reportedly a huge admirer of Dybala, while the 29-year-old has a release clause in his contract with Roma which allows clubs outside of Serie A to sign him for just €12 million, £10 million. Dybala played a key role in Mourinho's side last season as Roma finished 6th in Serie A and were beaten in the Europa League final by Sevilla. But Mourinho claims he is unaware about the clause which could see him lose Dybala before the start of the new season. When asked about the clause in Dybala's contract following Chelsea's interest, Mourinho told reporters after arriving at Rome Airport on Saturday, "I don't know anything about his contract, but obviously I talk to Paulo like I do with all of my players." Tottenham keeping tabs on Mark Cucurella. According to Football Transfers, Tottenham are now considering a move for Mark Cucurella. Chelsea signed him for €65 million last summer. The Spaniard joined Chelsea from Brighton Hove Albion in a deal worth €65 million after an impressive campaign. But things have not gone according to plan for him at the West London club. It appears that Chelsea are prepared to cash in on the player if a good offer is presented, and Tottenham are eyeing him up as a potential replacement for Ivan Perisic. It is no secret that Spurs will have to improve their squad this summer in order to bounce back strongly and return to the Champions League. Improving their defense should be a top priority. Apart from Christian Romero, most of their other defenders were quite underwhelming last season, and they ended up conceding 63 goals in the league. Ange Postecoglou should concentrate on bringing in a quality central defender and a left-back this summer. Perisic was a regular for Tottenham last season, and he contributed with 1 goal and 12 assists across all competitions. But the veteran Croat will likely leave Tottenham this summer. Replacing him should be one of Tottenham's priorities, and Cucurella could be a useful acquisition if they manage to pull it off. Despite his struggles at Chelsea, he is a reliable left-back and he could make a big difference for Tottenham next season. He has proven his quality in the Premier League with Brighton and he will be hoping to get back to his best once again. A fresh start could allow the 24-year-old to regain his confidence and form next season. Meanwhile, Pochettino has a reputation for getting the best out of his players and could be the ideal manager to bring out the best in the Chelsea defender. CUCURELLA can operate as a left-back as well as a wing-back. He will certainly help Tottenham defensively and improve them going forward. The newly appointed Tottenham manager prefers playing free-flowing attacking football, and signing an attack-minded fullback could prove to be a wise decision for Tottenham. Chelsea rule out Andres Santos exit talks. Chelsea are not holding negotiations with any club over the possibility of offloading young midfielder Andres Santos, confirms Fabrizio Romano. The Brazilian teenager has joined their pre-season training after his recent loan spell at Vasco da Gama. He tweeted, "Chelsea are currently not negotiating with any club for Andres Santos. Despite lot of interest from many clubs in Europe, there are no concrete talks or advanced negotiations at this stage. Pochettino wants to see him in pre-season. Directors believe he's the future." The London Giants announced the acquisition of the 19-year-old midfielder in the January transfer window, after which he was loaned back to his parent club until the end of the 2022-23 campaign. He has now secured his work permit documents and is training with the senior Chelsea squad. Romano adds that Mauricio Pochettino wants to use him in pre-season friendly games and see his quality before making a final decision on what to do with the youngster for the upcoming campaign. It stated that many European clubs have shown an interest in signing Santos, but the Blues have refused to hold any concrete talks at this stage of the summer window. Chelsea's directors are also claimed to be big fans of the Brazilian, and Romano reiterates that the decision-makers at the club believe that he is their future. With the London side having offloaded N'Golo Kanté, Mason Mount, Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Mateo Kovacic this summer, space has opened up in midfield for new players, and Santos could look to pounce on this opportunity to win a place in Pochettino's squad. The teenage Brazilian midfielder has already attracted a lot of praise from prominent ex-footballers, with ex-Brazil international Juninho calling him a beast last season. Santos scored 1 goal in 11 appearances for Vasco da Gama, but really excelled at international level. That is the final content of today's video. Subscribe and turn on notifications to support me.